Welcome back to Demon Lord Retry Anime Review, episode number 4. We're here discussing episodes 7 and 8 for the series. Yeah, this episode kind of picks up what these next episodes continue from the last couple episodes, and plus they lead into basically adaptation of book number. Basically, here's the thing: episode 8 finished the adaptation of book 1 and goes straight to book 2, which is interesting. So basically, in the way, book 2 is kind of in a way covered over the course of about the remainder of the episodes, and episode 12 starts book 3. So basically, we have where the girls are basically wondering where the Demon Lord is, and he's basically near the palace because the Satanists have come near there. Zion is basically told to take something to them because Utopia doesn't like her very much. So, and of course, well, he sees that the Satanists sacrifice himself to summon a freaking vampire, which for some reason the priest with big jugs, this is Amanda Lee's character, refers to him as the Prince of Darkness. When I see him, like, oh look, it's a Japanese thing of Count Dracula. Yeah, so. Yeah, she and Killer Queen, who's also with her bodyguard, easily get trampled, and then Zion releases Hades again, release Hades on him, and of course, well, Kunai doesn't like this very much, so he's like, fine, I'll just transform to Zero and beat the crap out of him. Yep. He proceeds to wipe the floor with him, and then he's like, well, at one point he ends up stabbing Zion because he needs blood. He's like, man, your blood is disgusting. Stabs right through the freaking chest with his hand. So Zero proceeds to give her this calorie recovery item, which basically heals up her wound, and well, and of course, then he proceeds to just rip his own chest up to transform himself into basically a vampire, this giant bat creature, which Zero easily dispatches pretty easily. And well, Zion basically is what everyone's very happy. He's like being a badass, and then he goes to visit Angel White, Luna's eldest sister. And he does know, basically, before he meets her, like, damn, she's a beautiful woman. Well, that she is, and she's voiced by a beautiful woman, too, Megan Shipman. So, he's here for a favor from her. He wants access to the library to learn about the Seraphim stuff. And she can't legally tell him anything about it, but he's feel free to use the library anyways. So he takes Akuna to look to the library, and can't find much about him, but find a lot about the angels. And they don't mention what happened when they disappeared. They even have, like, a story related to all this stuff. Though this episode itself basically, like, in case you're curious, like, okay, so do these two episodes, do they have a debut of a new character? In the case of episode number 7, it's basically the demon guy. The most fun moment is seeing basically Zero take on this guy. Oh yeah, they do debut a assassin for the Satan's cult called Chimera. This is a weird bit. He's voiced by Stephen Fu. It's like he's here to assassinate somebody, so he's happy in the room for the girls. And Yu's like, hey, I can do a trick. And off screen, she proceeds to cut off his freaking arms. And then she tells him, oh, look, they're backwards. And he went back. And he's like, I smell poison in your pocket. Please leave or I'll kill you. And he leaves. Like, the whole thing with him is like so funny. Oh yeah, and he's the vampire here. He's voiced by Chris Gardner. And there's only two new characters debut in the episode. But what about episode 8? Do we have any new characters this one? Well, there's one pops at the very end. We'll get to him. So, there's also like a dog that pops up here too. Yes, well, actually, it's a. The best way to describe it is basically a story about this wild dog. That's kind of what this story is. It's an okay story, and then of course he goes back to the village, where okay, so he has enough power to, well, make the hospital, make the hot spring, and summon a new character. So then, of course, they all teleport back without the carriage, mind you, to leave it in the capital. So, like, oh, you're back. And then he proceeds, first thing he does, build the hospital, and it looks like a modern day hospital. And he was very happy about this. And it looks like it's for electricity, so fixed electricity in the area. And then he builds the hot springs. Like, ooh. Like, he explains all this other fancy stuff. He thinks, maybe I could do a common hot springs too. And tells the bunny girls that need to bring in everybody so they can explain stuff to them about the hot springs. And then he goes off to another area where then he summons another aide. Who does he summon? A guy by the name of Ishma Tahara. Yes. He's a gun expert and he loves kids. He swims with Eric Rowland. And he just made his debut at the end of the episode. Mm-hmm. But yeah, really good here. I still enjoy this series so far. And well, I only got 4 episodes to go. I wasn't thinking of stopping here due to my anime, but I have 4 to go. I'm just going to go ahead and work on the 4 episodes anyways. And then I'll go ahead and work on. I think I probably have time to do at least 2 of those anime today. I mean, the first one's going to be That Time Requires a Slime. And the next after that will be One Piece. Okay, but next video we're going to do is going to be a comic corner. So that's pretty much it for this particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Like as I mentioned, comic corner is next. Okay, next video. Bye.